Welcome to this special edition of WCS Game Day, live here with the Rebellion at Franklin High School. I'm your co-host, Jimmy Qualls, and with me as always, my co-host, Tate Matthews. Welcome to WCS Game Day. Kate, we're here at the home of the Rebellion right now, the only gold ball in basketball, home of the 1989 state TSSAA state basketball champions, home of the Franklin High School Rebellion.
We've been in a lot of places on our tour of Game Day. I've been waiting to come to Franklin High School. We've seen a lot of exciting student bases, student sections. I've been hearing about the Rebellion. I think today's going to be a great day. I think this crew is the real deal.
Absolutely. I've been in and out of schools every single day. Two of the best pep rallies that I've ever been a part of have been here, right here at the home of the Rebellion. Right now, the Rebellion has 11, count that, 11 of the 61 college commits or signees, Tate.
We're going to see one of them tonight. Garrison Matthews signed to play basketball at Lipscomb University right down the road. Matt Hargreaves going to Air Force Academy to play baseball. And don't forget about the long ball hitter from softball, Libby Sugg, going to BYU. A lot of very talented athletes in Franklin High School.
Have a ton. It's a special day here. We have WCS Game Day here. They have senior night tonight for all those outgoing seniors. What a special place to be here, home of the Rebellion. Now, before we get into it, let's talk real quick about the Lady Rebels. Lady Rebels are coming in right now, 13-10, Tate, 5-5, sitting in fourth place, coming off a big win at Summit, Battle of the Good Ones Part 2. We know all about that. A win tonight, Tate, could put them in the driver's seat for seedings.
It could, and they also want a little bit of a revenge factor. Even the series with Ravenwood, who got them back on January the 6th, 47-41. I think they're playing better. We've got two of the best freshmen, not only in this district, but in the state playing in this game tonight. Obviously for the Lady Rebels, Holly Harris, 11.7 points a game, 4 rebounds. She's not playing like a freshman.
Well, we had a chance to catch up with Carrie Goodwin, Coach Carrie Goodwin, and the Lady Rebels in practice yesterday. Here's a little glimpse of what we saw.
You're setting up in a box. 44 will look for an opportunity to simply just duck in, okay? She's their best post player, but here's the catch, and you know this. She's always going to go left. So, Kara, when you're guarding her, you have to make sure that you overplay that left side, okay? We're going to look to take charges on 44 all night, okay? Now, here's where 11 does the most damage. When she gets in the middle of the floor, she's got 3 options. 1 is her drive, 2 is 44 rolling back in, and 3 is this corner shot. Number 21 nailed one on us, and then also number 4. Okay, number 4 is their best shooter, and she does not like to go left, okay? If they put 21 inside, she likes to go right, but here's what she also has, and we talked about this last time. If she goes to Peyton's side, pass to her, she seals hard. If she gets it, she will not look to score immediately. I want to show you one that they do a lot. They'll pass over here, UCLA screen off the point. She will look ball side. If this is 44, we know exactly what she's wanting to do. Go set a ball screen. They will look to pop 5 right up the 3-point line right here for a shot. 44 then will roll. Okay, so let's walk through that really quick.
I'm joined here with Kara Spirito from the girls basketball team. Kara, the girls basketball team lost in your last meeting versus Ravenwood. What have you girls changed in order to get the win tonight?
Well, we played Ravenwood at the start of our season, and since then we've grown tremendously as a team. Specifically for Ravenwood, we know their tendencies on offense, so we've changed our defense to be ready for that. We're ready to take them down tonight.
Awesome. What is needed from the student section tonight in order to get that victory?
Well, it's been awesome the past few games. The Rebellions showed up around the second half, but we need to take Ravenwood out of the very start of the game, so we're hoping to see everyone there at 6, get hype, be ready. We need y'all to take down Ravenwood tonight.
Thanks, Kara. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks a whole lot, Anna. Take Mariska Harris right now and the Lady Raptors of Ravenwood are going to come in here tonight. They're going to be prepared. They're sitting at 17-6, 8-3, sitting in third place right now. Like you said, they came in off at 7-point loss, a Battle of the Woods 2. What do you think right now about the Lady Raptors coming in here?
Well, they're playing really good basketball. Played the Lady Bruins tough, as we mentioned. They have a 1-0 lead in this series going into tonight's game. These two teams know each other very well. They're playing for third place outright in the district. A lot to play for tonight. Kind of the same as here. They've got an outstanding freshman, Kiera Downey. She's averaging 13.8 points a game. Kind of like Holly Harris. She's not playing like a freshman anymore. big way to stop them and hold their points down. They're going to find a way to defend her.
All right, Tate, let's span across the WCS Sports Conference tonight's action. Starting the Division II side. Page coming in at 3-16, 0-6 in the district, sitting in 6th place, playing undefeated CPA. What do we think?
Undefeated CPA, it's going to be tough, but like we've been talking about, get ready for the tournament, go out and play well.
Absolutely. Fairview, the Lady Jackets, sitting at 5-16, 4-10, also sitting in 6th place right now, playing against Stewart County, 10-13, sitting in 4th place.
Been on a nice run. They've won 2 out of 3. Tonight's going to be a little bit harder.
All right, moving on to the Big Six, through our Division I ranks right now. The Indy Nation, 4-21, 1-9 right now. The Lady Eagles sitting in 6th place, playing tied for first, Dixon County.
Dixon County tied for first place, possibly the best player in the conference, maybe the state Lee Carter. Independence having a hard time scoring points. Tonight's going to be tough.
Lady Bruins of Brentwood, 23-1 right now, sitting 10-1, tied for first place with Dixon, traveling down to Old Sparty Summit. Lady Spartan sitting at 10-15, 4-6, sitting in 5th in the conference right now. Brentwood won their last game 44-38 at the Battle of the Woods too.
Yeah, it was a tough, emotional game, so maybe a little bit of a letdown. The other coach, Goodwin, Josh Goodwin, has them playing very good defense, just trying to find a way to manufacture points. If they can find a way to score some points, I think they'll give them a better game than some might think.
Absolutely. Let's switch state. Let's go to the guys' side now. Franklin right now, the Rebels are coming in at 14-11, 6-4, sitting in 2nd place. Tonight's game is just as big as the girls' side. They lost their last game to Old Sparty for the first time in school history. Summit gets a win over Franklin. Coach Whitlock right now is on a 2-game losing streak. You know he's not happy. He's wanting to come in here on the senior night, being the butt-in of 3 straight WCS game days, looking to steal one here at Franklin.
Yeah, and very similar teams. They both play with some football guys, which, as we know, it takes a little bit of time for them to get into basketball shape. But I like the football guys. I like the toughness they bring. I like winners. You want to talk about winners on the Rebel side. Garrison Matthews, 15.5 points. He's a football player. Joe Critchlow, here's a stat for you. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals a game. He's a winner. The quarterback, I like those football guys come tournament time.
We talked about it all year long. Joe Critchlow, quarterback efficiency. Now it's translating to the basketball court. Who knows? Arguably right now, the largest team in the district. Guard away. Make sure they get out here and play tough tonight. Ravenwood necessarily doesn't have the size that they have, but arguably the deepest team in the district right now. Should make for an interesting matchup, Tate.
Yeah, and they're the same kind of team. They've got some football play. Nick Barton, we remember him from football, brings some toughness. They're probably the deepest team in the conference. It's going to be an interesting game. If both of them are healthy, both of them have a lot to play for, I like tonight's matchup.
We had an opportunity to catch up with Jamie Wilson, coach of the Rebels, in practice yesterday in preparation for the Ravenwood Raptors.
All right, so basically, if you see a 2-3 zone go out a little, Mitch, they basically are guarding areas. And so if you've got a 2-guard front, basically what you want to do is have a 1-guard front offensively. You want to get in this gap, force 2 to guard 1. So we have a wing in this gap, we want to attack that gap, and then Booth will attack that gap. You want to make sure that the back guys have to move. That's the whole deal in attacking a zone. All due to coach preference. A lot of times you may end up getting a coach that loves to screen the zone. When you start screening the zone, again, you have 2 guys having to guard 1, which now communication becomes an issue. And if your kids do not talk, you start giving up open shots. On the back side, it's all about where do you want guys. If you got shooters, you can obviously spread them out. If you've got some bigs, you can put them on the base. You can put them basically in the short corner area. So what'll happen is Carson air dribble. He'll attack this gap right here. Boom! Because we've got the middle guy, Katie's got to make a decision. And Mitch has got to make a decision here. If he doesn't stop him, we got that pass, and he's immediately got 2. He's got Joe. He's got Booth. And that's what you're looking for.
I'm here with Garrison Matthew, a senior from the boys varsity basketball team. Garrison, what is your confidence level like tonight after being out due to injury for a couple weeks?
It's senior night, possibly the last time I'll ever play on this floor, so my confidence level's through the roof right now.
All right, what are 3 things you guys need to do tonight in order to get the win?
Well, for one, we have to have a huge crowd tonight. Number 2, whatever Coach Wilson draws up in the huddles, we have to execute. And 3, our intensity levels have to be electrifying.
All right, are you going to do a monster slam dunk again in the 3rd quarter like you did against Brentwood?
If the opportunity presents itself, you know I'm throwing it down.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Anna, so much for that interview. Like we said earlier, Tate, this game has got huge implications for district tournament seedings. It's going to be a great one tonight.
Yeah, it is. Senior night, Franklin's got 3 seniors that score the most of the points, the boatload of their points, between Garrison Matthews, Joe Critchlow. Don't forget about Tanner Spalding. Again, I like this team. They're getting healthy. They got some toughness to them. I think tonight's going to be a really good game.
All right, let's get to the rest of the conference action tonight on the boys' side. Page right now, 9-15, 2-6, sitting 4th in the district, playing CPA, also undefeated in the district right now. However, 67-54 last time they played. Can a miracle be pulled off?
David and Goliath.
Absolutely, no doubt. Good luck to those guys tonight. The Patriots going to CPA. Fairview Yellow Jackets right now coming in, winning 2 of their last 3, 3-18, 2-12 in the district play, sitting in 7th place, playing at Stewart County. What do we think?
Like we spoke about earlier, at least it's not Creekwood, at least it's not Waverly, but hey, this is a chance to get better and get ready for the tournament.
Absolutely. Moving on to the Big Six, we got the Indy Nation have worked their way back to 500. What a job Greg Glass has done to get his club back to 500, sitting at 14-14 right now, 5-6, tied for 4th, playing against Dixon. That's a good game for them, playing that game going into district tournament.
They've got 2 of the best guards in the county, maybe in the mid-state, and the Murphy brothers, Patrick and Grayson. When they are on and when they're shooting well, they can score points with the best of them. They've got win over Summit, a good win over Franklin and Brentwood now. They're playing very, very well.
Absolutely. We have Old Sparty Summit traveling at 16-8, 5-5 at Brentwood. That's another David and Goliath story. Summit's done a great job this year. What do you think?
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better. They have a great guard combo in the Carter brothers. They're going up against a Brentwood team that had to literally leave everything on the court to get the win over Ravenwood the other night. Maybe they're a little bit spent, but I think Brentwood is going to be ready to play.
Well, that's a rundown of the WCS Sports Conference action tonight. When we come back here to the Rebellion, we're going to be joined by the coaches of the Lady Rebels and Rebels, Carrie Goodwin and Jamie Wilson. This is WCS Sports Game Day. Stay right back. We'll be right back with you.
They say that if we learn to pour love in the space between us and our perceived enemies, we discover there are no real enemies, only scared people, or in our case, players.
But what is the space between?
We work,
we fight.
We play this game every day for hours until our feet bleed and our bodies ache.
Yet we love this game. It is the space between.
And the other team? Well, they are not the enemies. They are only scared.
The space between keeps us focused, motivated, powerful.
It is not an empty void or an unfulfilled promise.
It is a lasting commitment, a single unit working in unison to fulfill something greater than all of us.
We are not the scared or the weak.
We are not the defeated or the oppressed.
We are just the kids who share a common love.
We are just kids who share a common love.
We are just kids who share a common love.
We are just the kids who share a common love.
This game is the space between.
But if you close your eyes,
Coach Carrie Goodwin and Coach Jamie Wilson of the Lady Rebels and Rebels. How are you guys doing today?
ready.
You're ready?
We're ready.
Well, you tell us real quick, what does the Rebellion mean to your program? Coach Wilson, same question to you. What does the Rebellion do to change home court advantage tonight?
The Rebellion?
Absolutely.
The Rebellion shows up, the Rebellion gets loud, and the Rebellion gets crazy. The Rebellion basically is that sixth man. It gives you energy when you don't think you have energy. Both to the coach, to the players, man, it just, you get that fire in your belly, and it just drives you to finish.
You get me. You want me to you want me to dress out today? Because I'm getting fired up just listening to you right now.
Hey, thinking about it, thinking about the energy that they bring, makes me want to dress out right now.
Are you hearing this, Rebellion? He's fired up.
I got to admit, I'm a little nervous sitting next to you, man. You're pumped up. I like it, too. Coach, let's talk about tonight's game. Playing for third place in District 11 AAA. I'm showing my age here, but I got to watch you and Coach Mariska Harris, who were actually high school teammates together at Ezo Harding. That's one of my favorite teams to ever watch play. You all pressed from the beginning to the end. Both very, very competitive coaches. Talk a little bit about that. This is a big game, but then against her, it brings another special meaning to it.
What's interesting about Mariska and I is that we both coach the same. We bring those same energy, especially to defense, because we have such a defensive-heavy background. And so it's interesting that you said that you remember us playing that full court press. That's exactly what we want to bring tonight. Whether it's full court, half court, we're going to try to get in their shorts, and we're never going to let off the gas. So.
Obviously, you won a state championship in high school, played college ball. You were at Riverdale on a state championship team there, an unbelievable team there. Came here to Franklin to be a head coach. Obviously, you didn't have to have a job. There was something about here that made you want to come and be the head coach.
You know, I wanted to make sure that I went to a program that I was able to make my own. And I know coming from Coach Wild and being at Riverdale, they were able to show me a lot to bring to Williamson County. And, you know, I've heard a lot of compliments on our team that Franklin girls basketball is completely different than it ever has been. And so, to me, that's a major compliment to my girls and to my staff. But, you know, we want to bring energy, and I pride our staff and our girls on our defense because we're going to bring it tonight defensively, and hopefully that's going to be the reason why we win today.
Coach, going into the season, you knew you had some football guys that were probably going to go deep into the playoffs, get to you late. You weren't really worried about overall record. All of your teams have a toughness to them. I think this team's starting to get it going into tournament play. How do you feel about your team tonight?
I feel great. As we get healthier, I really feel like we've gotten our conditioning. I feel like we've got our legs. The guys, you hit the nail on the head, man. They're tough. They're tough-minded. They have heart. They grind every day. And that's what's pushed us. And teams that win in tournament are teams that just they go at it, and they don't get down, they don't feel pressure, they just keep battling. So I feel good about where we're at right now.
Just like Coach Goodwin, you had a great job at Hartman. Weren't looking to leave, came here to Franklin because you knew it was a special place. Have you ever been in a district where the teams are so balanced? I mean, every single night, it doesn't matter which one of you it is, one can knock off the other. I mean, this is a balanced league.
It's unbelievable. I've never been in a district where top to bottom, anybody can beat anybody any night. As coaches, we say that. That's the common rule. That's coach talk. But we've got 2 through 6 that are separated by one game. One game. This late in the season is unheard of. We knew coming into this year, I was telling the guys all summer, all fall, I've told them all winter, guys, it's going to be a battle every night. You better show up to play every night. And that's the way it's turned out.
Thank you so much for joining us up here. Best of luck to you. And we've already talked about the importance of district seedings. Tonight's game's big for both of you guys. Best of luck. Thank you for coming up today. We know that G2 Bar is coming in the house tonight, and you've laid down the gauntlet to these guys. The question is the Rebellion up to tonight's task for Coach Wilson, Coach Goodwin. Hopefully they're going to show up tonight. Welcome back to this WCS Game Day here at Franklin High School. We're joined by Athletic Director Toby Ruth. He's going to help us pick them. Toby, we know who you're going to pick tonight between the Franklin Rebels and the Ravenwood Raptors. So to be fair, we always have a special guest pick them. And Franklin, I want you to help me welcome somebody to the stage today. I want you to help me welcome the head coach of the Ravenwood Raptors, Patrick Whitlock. All right, guys, you know the drill. We're going to go from A to Z, starting with the girls. We're going to pick tonight's games, talk about them real quick. We're going to start on the girls' side in the Division II ranks right now. Let's talk about Page, Lady Patriots at CPA, Tate.
Coach Mooney's getting ready for the tournament, just getting better. They don't have a chance.
I agree with Tate.
Make that three. Make that three. Well, obviously, nobody has any belief at all that Page can go into CPA. It's 0-3. Hey, I tell you what, I'm going to pick the Moondog. Go get a Moondog tonight just because they don't believe in you. Moving on, Fairview, Lady Jackets versus Stewart County.
Coach McGowan's got 2 out of 3, but I think they have a tough time tonight. I got to go with Stewart County.
I'm staying with Williamson County. I got Fairview.
I think I'm going to go with Stewart County.
Stewart County, I'm like Coach Whitlock. He's got it going on here right now. WCS, keep it in-house. Lady Jackets get one against Stewart County. Now, moving to the Division I Big Six, guys. Indy Nation, Lady Eagles versus first place Dixon.
Lee Carter's too much. I like what they're doing at Indy, but they're going to come up short. Can't score enough points tonight.
I got to go with Dixon. Too much talent.
Dixon County is a tough place to play. I'm going to go with Dixon County.
Coach White will probably be mad at me, but I agree with you that Dixon's got too much firepower. Dixon wins there. Lady Bruins of Brentwood at Old Sparty. What do you got?
Same story. Lady Bruins just too much, but I do like what they're doing down there. But I got to go with the Lady Bruins.
Got to go with Brentwood.
I know that pains you to say that.
Let's make sure we get that loud and clear. Who'd you pick there?
I had to pick Brentwood.
He's picking Brentwood. Okay.
I love Josh Goodwin, but I'm going with the Lady Bruins.
You're going with the Lady Bruins? Coach Sig, right now, you got to beat him. Right now, he's playing tough. Their program's playing tough. I'm going to have to go with the Lady Bruins over Old Sparty. All right, it brings us to tonight's contest on the girls' side. Ravenwood coming in here on senior night trying to steal one against Franklin.
They got them last time. These two know each other very well, but I think the Lady Rebels get them tonight. I'm going with Franklin.
Oh, he picks Franklin. Lady Rebels. Coach Whitlock, is there any doubt in your mind who's going to win tonight's game on the girls' side?
I think it's going to be a great game. 2 great schools, 2 great coaches, but I got to pick the Raptors.
I got to go with the home team. I watched Coach Goodwin put these girls to practice the last few days. She's got them ready. They had it close last time. Lady Rebels.
I'm going to tell you what, right now, y'all, it's going to be a good one. Both sides know, they understand the implication of tonight's game. Mariska Harris is so mad at me right now because of the butt end of 3 game days. I think they have won one and split one. So tonight is the match, the rubber match for Ravenwood on game day. But unfortunately, Kerry Goodwin's group right now is playing pretty good. Home crowd. I'm going with the Lady Rebels over Ravenwood here in a slight, small upset. Boys side, Page at CPA. Do we have to say anything about this ball game tonight?
I'm cheering for Page, but I think CPA wins.
It would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I agree.
Now, you realize that Page went in there last time and only lost by 11 points. Could have been a fluke. I don't know. CPA, way too much talent for Page. Fairview at Stewart County. The Jackets.
I think Fairview goes in there and gets one. They're going to go into the tournament on a win. The Yellow Jackets get it.
He picks the Yellow Jackets. What do you think?
I like the Yellow Jackets too.
There you go.
Keep it in the county.
Coach Whitlock, just curious, do you have any idea how many games Yellow Jackets have won up at this point? 3. They have won 2 of their last 3, though.
I looked at the records, but I think I'm going to give it up to Fairview on this one.
There you go.
I hope so. I agree. Fairview's playing pretty good right now. Stewart County, you can take that whole district right now from about 4th place to 9th, shake them up, pull one out. They're all the same. Let's go with Fairview Yellow Jackets winning tonight. Indy Nation versus Dixon.
Indy's playing great basketball right now. The Murphy boys are on fire. Indy wins big.
Hey, Dixon County's a tough place to go play. I think Indy wins in a close one.
I agree. I agree with Patrick. It's a tough place to play. Dixon County will be up for this game. They know what's at stake. But I'm going to go with Indy on this one.
Pump the bakes of Dixon right now. Let me tell you right now, Greg Glass has got his group playing as good as anybody. If you draw them in the first round of the tournament, good luck to either one of you, because I'm telling you, they've got themselves back to 500. Indy Nation tonight, regardless of the boxing 1, the trapping 2, and the kitchen sink, Indy plays well tonight. Brentwood, Bruins playing at my Old Sparty right now. This is a big game. Old Sparty, do they have a shot?
I like what they're doing, the Sparty Party. Apparently the only 2 people that can knock D King off is the cerebral assassin and Coach Wilson over here at Franklin. I like what they're doing at Summit, but no, Brentwood gets them and gets them handily.
I think Summit hangs around still deep in this game, but I think Brentwood will pull it out.
I'm almost in agreement in everything here. I think Summit comes to this game. It's going to be a close one all the way through. But in the end, I think Dennis King and Brentwood's going to have it.
Tate, one thing you're forgetting, they're playing in front of the Summit squad tonight. That could bring any kind of magic to the happening. Who knows what's going to happen? I think, like you, Coach Whitlock, I think Sparty hangs around, but in the end, Grant Teichman, Jalen Lawson, too much for Sparty to handle tonight. Brentwood wins it close. Now that brings us to tonight's matchup, the Rebellion versus G2 Bar. Let's see. Tate, who do you have tonight?
This is a big game, and I've been thinking about it, and I love what Coach Wilson's doing. I like Critchlow, I like Garrison Matthews, and I came in here, the Rebellion. They're probably the top squad in the student sections, but I got here these lights. I'm getting hot, and I've never been wrong when I've done this. I'm going with G2 Bar Fear.
Oh, he picks Ravenwood. He picked Ravenwood. Wow. Coach Whitlock, is there any doubt who you're going to pick tonight?
Can't pick against my kids. As long as it doesn't come down to coaching, we got a shot.
He picks Ravenwood as well. Is there any doubt who you're going to pick tonight?
No doubt at all. But I tell you what, this is going to be a heck of a ball game. Both teams know what's at stake. District seeding is huge in this game. But I got to go with Patrick. I got to go with my boys. I'm picking Franklin Rebels all the way.
Franklin Rebels. Now, let me tell you something. This is going to be a heck of a game. Right now, I just hope for your sake that after the Battle of the Woods 2, you don't come in on a letdown. It is senior night, very special night here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, I'm picking the Rebels.